Autistic Gamer 7, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. This is technically some more of looking through my screenshots. I have my screenshots separated into folders. This particular folder, I ended up talking so much about some of the individual pictures that it's taking me a while to get through them. This part probably won't be as long as the last part, or at least so I think. I may end up talking so much that it may end up being as long as it, but otherwise, hopefully it's not. But we're gonna go right from where I left off, which is with this picture. Oh, Finion. Anyway, so yeah, if a little recap on the United folder is basically the Eevee and Forgotten Family put together. That was my plan. Eventually the series was going to unite and be one. So that was going to be a thing eventually. I still might have it be a semi-thing, I don't know, but I am going to at least do Eevee and Drayon's wedding. I'm looking forward to recording that. It is currently winter in my main save though, so I'm waiting, because I don't want theirs to be a winter wedding, so I'm going to wait until it's spring, at least. So yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go on to the next photos, which this is a housewarming type party. So basically, Eevee and Drayon, I'll talk more about this when I do their like little wedding episode, but they did take a while to save up money to get this new house that is in place of where Eevee's old house used to be. And this was sort of after they both moved into this house and they had their families come over. So this is the first time that the Forgotten and Eevee family have fully merged in like a party setting. So we've got Forgotten family members, we've got Eevee family members, we got their significant others, and like those people all coming in here. So it's definitely an interesting sight to see, because this is the first time that all 9 members of the Eevee family and all 9 members of the Forgotten family and their kids and their significant others came all together. So, you know, this is definitely an interesting time. Look at all the people. Like, these are 2 of my biggest families, and they're combining, so this is gonna be like a chaotic, crazy mess. And I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love all the chaos going on. But yeah. Also, I think Jay had some friends over, because this is my Sims kid. Obviously, she doesn't fit in these families, but... And these kids... Well, no, this one is Terryon's son, but this one is not Eevee or Forgotten Family. But yeah, he had some friends over when this was going on as well, so... It's a few different people. But I love my little families. Look at them do that. Oh, Pebion's got some acne breaking out. Oh, and you're also suffering from what probably was the Slice of Life mods period system, which I removed because the odor part was getting so on my nerves, and I thought there was a way to take out the odor part or switch it off, but it didn't seem like it, so I recently removed it altogether, because I didn't want to have to deal with trying to remember to make sure the odor was switched off every single time if there was a switch off thing somewhere, or taking it out every time. So I just took it out altogether. Everyone's watching Vaporeon dance. Vaporeon is a level 5-star celebrity, so I feel like this is part of the reason why everyone's just watching her, like, oh, look at her dance. The fact that these 2 are standing next to each other, not, like, clawing each other's... One of the very first Forgotten Family episodes that I was at Angion's house, these 2 got into a huge fight at a nightclub or a bar or something like that, so, you know, they're standing next to each other and doing fine, you know, they're really trying to be nice for their cousins. People eating, because food. I will say, this is Eva, which is Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon's mom. And Eve, I wasn't very creative with the grandmother's names. We're the only upper generation here. Drayon's dad, for one, had passed away, like I mentioned in the last part, with Fanteon. But also, even if he hadn't passed away, Drayon and them, and Angion and them, like, both of the households, did not have a very good relationship with their parents. Their parents were not very good parents. They were not very good people. So, yeah, so they would not have been invited. So, they're the only upper generation here at this time. And this was people leaving. People just leaving. Like, I was just, you know, excited to see, like, members of both house, like, families just together. So, you know, I was taking pictures like every moment I could get. Hey, we have Forgotten Family people, we have Eevee family people, and it makes me the happiest. And this, okay, so I mentioned that Flareon now has a kid. It's his. It's Lander's. So hopefully, I really think Jolteon would regret having these two meet now. Hopefully, Lander might change. Who knows? And, you know, maybe he'll come and actually be with Flareon and be more of a stable thing, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. This is Vaporeon finally getting her little tile. She got to put her tile down. Indra gets to put his down too. But yeah, she doesn't look amused right there. But yeah, this was her getting to put her tile down. And there's Indra, so Indra getting to put his down as well. So they both went and did it on the same day. They didn't become a 5-star celebrity at the exact same time. But they did go and do this together because why would they not? They were still engaged at this time. They are now married. This is actually the rehearsal dinner or whatever. Basically, you know, the big dinner that you have with, like, close family and people that are going to be in the wedding. This is what this is. So this is at Vaporeon's dream home that they finally got into. And these two here and this one's here, sort of a new little characters going on. This is actually Indra's sister, who is not a vampire. Indra was not... He technically would be an adult. His sister is younger than him. So the vampire, though he was turned a vampire, it isn't necessarily affecting his age. It wasn't affecting his age yet at that point so much. It was still more realistic, like, you know, to his actual timeline of being immortal. But yeah, so that is his sister and his brother-in-law, and this is his niece. So they were there because they were going to be in the wedding. I literally did like a whole wedding party and everything. So it was fun doing this. I enjoyed doing this. This was the wedding I was talking about. It was their wedding. So Eevee was Vaporeon's maid of honor, and Kaz was Indra's best man. Kaz is actually the sim that my sim's married to, but they are like best friends. They're co-workers, so they were like super close. I never realized how close they were until I went to go do this. Like, it's like, who is his close friends? I didn't do his, like, have his brother-in-law in there, but I decided he should at least have, like, friends in there. Like, they should, in some ways, try to have friends in there, if possible. Or family. It should be family or friends. Like, close family or friends first. So, this is the order I decided to do it in. Obviously, Vaporeon would have wanted her brothers there, and her sisters there. And his sister got to be in it as well. And Lynn and Hao were, like, the junior versions of the, groomsmen and the bridesmaids. And so, you know, that's why they're sort of down there. They get put down there. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun. Oh, wait. I have more photos of all of them together. But anyway, this is his niece and obviously River, his son, and Vaporeon's son. They were the ring bearer and the flower girl, which they're adorable. And this was, yeah, this is their wedding. Vaporeon looks absolutely gorgeous, let me just say. Like, I loved doing this. This was so much fun. And I literally didn't know if these screenshots were ever going to see the time of day, but I did it anyway because I was, like, looking forward to doing this. Like, I had fun doing this. This was fun. But yeah, look at them. They're so adorable. So cute. And I even built this venue specifically for Vaporeon's wedding. I'm gonna keep it up for future weddings in the future, but still, I mainly built this for their wedding. So yeah, this is how much I went into their wedding for. Can you tell Vaporeon is one of my favorite sims, and also technically she is based off my favorite evolution, so anyway. So yeah, but yeah, she is absolutely beautiful, and I had so much fun doing this. This was sort of fun. All that stuff. Like, I like trying this thing. You can't see Hal or Lynn, really, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. It's okay. And this is sort of the opposite view. Sort of them looking on to them. But yeah, I was becoming a little wedding photographer here, and I had a lot of fun with it. And they're absolutely freaking amazing together. And this is like the whole party, technically. I had I was running out of poses, so I decided to just make them do all the same poses. It was like, the photographer's like, do the same pose, guys. So yeah, so, no, but yeah. But then this was like the photos that they took, afterwards or whatever. Technically, I took these photos before the wedding, but, you know, I just pretended that they're actually after the actual wedding, because I wouldn't have wanted them to see each other dressed up necessarily until after. But so, you know, they came back on a different day, or they took these afterwards, or came back on a different day and took these for the album. But this was after the formal photos were mostly done, so they were just running around talking and playing. But I did eventually do family photos. This was adorable. That just... yeah, so here is the family photos, them and their 2 kids. I had to put Lynn on the floor because the teenagers are basically the same exact height, almost, as the adults. And it just looked weird, and so I made Lynn mostly have poses that were down towards the floor, so that these 2 were still up above the kids or whatever, so that's why she's sort of more further down, so I mainly had her do poses like that, but yeah. And then this is during the actual wedding. Umbreon doesn't have any dance skills whatsoever. I actually had someone comment on one of my videos and was like, Umbreon can't dance, and I immediately, because I've already done this, and I'd seen him dancing at this wedding, and I literally commented back, like, it doesn't improve. Like I said, it's like, it doesn't get better, you'll just trust me. But yeah, so him just randomly dancing here. This is Willow, which is one of Indra's friends. She's no, she's married to a vampire. But yeah, so I will say, as you can see back here, one of the problems with this venue that I found out during this wedding is that one of the pathways, and I even mentioned this in the speed build video of this location, and if you want to see the speed build of this speed build is the Ocean View Wedding, I think is what it's called. It's a more recent speed build, though I've probably had a few since then by the time this video comes out. But yeah, I'll try to remember to put it down in the description below. I'll try to. No promises. But yeah, so I mentioned that one side that they walk up, because the water is slightly there, they think they need to change into their bathing suits to walk through the water and then get up to the side. So if they go up the one side, they're fine. If they go up the other side, they try to change into their bathing suits. Where I put this venue location anyway, which for places in Solani, a lot of times you have to set the builds almost in the exact spot for them to make sense in a certain way. So yeah, but anyway, so that was sort of annoying to deal with during this wedding, so I just pretended. I just ignored the fact that people kept changing clothes on me. This is why you can't take good photos during the actual wedding. Because everyone's just everywhere, everything, it's a chaotic mess. This is at least a good photo. And that's Lilith, Valtor. I think it's their last name. I've given her a makeover in my save. But yeah, this adorable moment. So eventually people cleared away enough for me to take some decent pictures, so, you know. Thank you, people. Maledict's like, yeah! Yeah! This is Elsa the vampire. Just randomly there. I find it very funny anytime I see her. Just the fact that I made her a vampire for some reason makes me giggle. So I tend to take pictures of her when I see her. Athena is looking amazing back there. This is my sim! She was in her bathing suit, but you can't fully tell from here, but the fact that she doesn't have any makeup on at all is a key signifier of that, because I am someone who likes eyeliner. I don't always put eyeliner on now, and I don't wear a lot of makeup now like I used to for a while there. But when I made my sim and when I've done most of my sim's outfit, I did always make sure to have makeup, and I definitely made sure to have eyeliner, because if I'm going to wear makeup, that's the one makeup I'm going to wear, is eyeliner. So, yeah, that's, except for I would not wear it when I swim, so, oh, poor Marley Chick having freaking breakout. But yeah, so, this was the lovely wedding. I was surprised there was no paparazzi members. I don't see any paparazzi. There should have been paparazzi here. But, you know, people actually sitting, even though some are in their bathing suits and she's not in her flower girl dress, it's fine, but they're at least sitting. Yay. There's Mona? Is that her name? That is one of Indra's childhood best friends that he was living with. And the other friend that was living with them had a crush on him for the longest time, which is why Vaporeon and Indra originally broke up at first place. Because he didn't think that she liked him that way, but Vaporeon can see it, and he wouldn't, like, move out or, like, do something about it. So, she wasn't very happy about that. But obviously, things fixed themselves, and they got back together, so things are working out pretty well. But that friend was here at the wedding somewhere. Like, she did get invited still. Like, they overcome the past, I think. What is her name? Why can't I remember her name? I can't remember her name right now. She is a vampire, too. She got herself turned into a vampire after Indra was turned into a vampire. Because Indra was turned against his will. She went and seeked someone out to become a vampire after he became a vampire, because she was that level of crazy at that time. But she has now since seen the error of her ways. I think she's actually... Kira! That is her name! But yeah, she's chill. I also like that Indra's taking a photo of his now wife in the background. But you know, Eevee out here chilling with Umbreon, who still can't dance. I like all these photos of Umbreon. I'm getting Kira of his dance skills. I don't know what's going on here, but Glaceon, that is an adorable outfit, but obviously a very Glaceon outfit at the same time. But adorable! Oh, I think I see Kira's hair. Her hair is like the most noticeable thing about Kira. I think I see her back there. But yeah, things are better now. Yep, that's definitely her. So yeah, there she was. Things are definitely better now for them, and they can look past it. Mischievous getting a drink, same. Look at Lara Flareon strutting her stuff. And dancing with, that's Milotic's and Gyarados' son, actually. What is his name? Jet? No. Yes. No. Yes. I don't remember. So yeah. And Sylveon giving her cousin a lovely hug for the meeting. And this is the new kids. So technically, technically, I think the way how it worked out, and I didn't mean it to work out this way. I was planning on them having kids, like that was like immediately, like, you know, the whole honeymoon thing. I was gonna do that. But technically, the day after their wedding, the thing popped up on the screen. I never had her take a pregnancy test, so technically the day of her wedding, that was sort of like the first phase of her pregnancy, but she hadn't shown yet, so luckily that was sort of how it went down. But I played them for a while, and I sort of aged these guys up a little bit earlier than I really needed to, but honestly, who wants to deal with the babies? But yeah, I didn't know how long it'd be, because I was getting ready to leave their house, and I didn't know how long it'd be when I'd get back, so I went ahead and aged up the toddlers, just in case I forgot to go age them up. I need to do that to Flareon and Jolteon's kid, because by now, in the time span, their kids should be toddlers. But yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, so they ended up having twins. I wasn't planning twins. This is... Both of the names start with a T. I think this is Till, and the other one's Tira. I think this is Tira, and the other one's Till, if I remember correctly. At this point, one of the things that Indra had done was that after the wedding, he actually had made a potion, or elixir, or whatever, and he is no longer a vampire. He decided that there was no one else that he wanted to, like, he knew that if he stayed a vampire, he would outlive Vaporeon, and he didn't really like the idea that, one, he was sort of in the mindset that no one else could be, and like Vaporeon was to him, he could never have feelings like that again, and living alone for the rest of his life did not seem that appealing, so he did turn himself back into, he made the elixir, he worked on making the elixir to turn back into a normal human. Luckily, both of the kids, because technically, when she got pregnant, he was still a vampire, both of these little girls actually turned out as humans, but they still got the pointy ears because he kept his pointy ears. So I decided that was, even though he had become human again, that the pointy ears sort of stuck. So I don't know if she's got the pointy ears. I can't remember. I think it might just be Teal that's got them, but she might have them too. I can't remember. But yeah, so they are absolutely adorable. They're cute, and you've already sort of seen a glimpse. Eevee and Drarion do have kids, because in the time span of me playing off-screen, they've actually been together for a while. And one thing happened while I was playing at their household that I didn't mean to happen. And it actually wasn't this. These are twins as well. This is Toya and... I forgot her name. I've completely forgotten her name. I forget this kid's name. But yeah, so that is Eevee and Drayon's kids. They are They now have kids together. They are absolutely freaking adorable. And this was like a little toddler play date thing, so obviously Indra and Vaporeon are here with Till and Tira. Crystal's here, which should be aging up very soon. And Toya, and then there's... I can't remember her name. I want to say it starts with an H, but at the same time I could be wrong. This is absolutely freaking adorable. Freaking adorable. And he's actually friends with Taylor, which is hilarious, because no one still, in the time span of me playing some of this stuff off screen, no one still knows that Taylor's Vaporeon's kid. So the fact that these two are friends, I find hilarious. But yeah, they don't know, and this is the end. This is the end. So yeah, they don't know that they're technically related, slightly. I don't know what it'd be, because Vaporeon and Drayon are first cousins, so would they be second cousins? Is that how that works? I think that's how that works. The whole cousin thing starts to confuse me quite a bit, because I'm like, what crosses the, what's the second, third, the first cousins, I got them down pat. But yeah, so, yeah, so they have 2 kids. I was about to leave their household when, Ahmad, or, you know, whatever, they decided to take in their own hands. Eevee actually got pregnant again, so, you know, I was planning on them only having these 2 kids before they got married, because the story, like, in my head, they had been living together a while, saving up for this house, and she got pregnant before they even moved in this house, technically, and as they were moving in, she was in mid-pregnancy, basically. In my head, that's the story I was going with. Mid-pregnancy when they finally moved into this house. So they hadn't really, you know, or no. Was that the story? Or did she already have them? I don't remember. But yeah, I had a story in my head and I'd done forgot. Maybe I was going with she actually already had them because they're toddlers already. So anyway, whatever. But yeah. But yeah, I wasn't planning on another kid before their marriage. I wanted any more kids to be after their marriage. They're both very heavily family-oriented people. They both very much care about their family, so I knew them two going together would want a pretty sizable family, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting them to be like this quick move-in before I got them freaking married. But, you know, whatever. So they now have 3 kids together, and then they have 2 other kids from previous relationships. So altogether, they have 5 kids. But because the other one happened so late, like it literally was one of the last things I played other than the Fame Trio, I recently went back and was playing with them some. But other than that, the last thing I played was at Eevee and Drayon's house, and that happened. I don't even know what the baby's name is. So, yeah, because I think she got pregnant, and I was like, and I left. And I think she's had the kid while I was playing the Fame Trio, basically, so I don't know the baby's name. I will fix the baby's name to what I want it to be when I go change it to a toddler eventually, but right now I have no idea what his name. But yeah, that happened. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of looking through my screenshots. I definitely enjoyed showing the wedding ones. That was the ones I was really, really looking forward to showing. If you would like to see, like, the Fame Trios, or maybe even, like, the Funnies folder, I don't think I have much in the My Life as Human, but any of these other folders that you could see, like, let me, like, zoom in on them a little bit closer so you can see the names of them. The scenery one is just Day's photos that she sort of took of scenery, and this one was random profiles that I took for, like, other purposes to make, like, little close-ups of their face and create a sim, but they're not the actual official create a sim photos. But yeah, if there's any of these other ones that you would like to see me do a video on, let me know. I think I am mostly leaning towards Fame Trio and Funnies. But yeah, if you want to see, like, my create a sims that I've done in the past or something like that, or even Secrets in Bloom, that was the series that I finished a long time ago. But yeah, if you want to see the screenshots from that I maybe have taken off screen when, you know, there wasn't things going on. But yeah, anyway, just let me know if you want to see me go through any of these other folders. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit that lovely like button. Subscribe so that you don't miss any future episodes of looking at screenshots or other Sims related stuff, or just any video in general. And hit the little notification bell so that you're notified when a video does go live. I do post daily unless something comes up, and I'll usually say something on my Twitter if that is the chance. Like if something with my internet ends up having issues or something like that, I'll let you know over there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!